Hey guys, welcome back. And for those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. I hope to earn your subscription. So today we're just going to throw our gear on and we're going to head out and go set up a whole bunch of Lynx snares. We're going to go down to an area I call the swimming hole. And probably if you've seen some of my other videos, I took the dog swimming and stuff down there and caught some beavers down there. So it's a real good lynx area. So we're going to go set it up and then possibly put in a beaver trap or two because there is still a couple beavers left in there. And yeah, so we'll see you down there. Well, we're back down here at the creek. We're about 200 meters south of the creek right now along the road, and I start setting snares up every opening that a lynx has ever crossed through or is ever going to think of going through. I put a snare there. And then up at the creek we have one cubby up there. But where I'm going to take you guys in here right now is another spot that I might build a cubby right now too, but we'll go have a look. Yeah, just straight up ahead at the corner up there is the big culvert and stuff where I catch the beavers. Here's one of these little hidden spots right here. But we have fresh lynx track on it right now. But down the road here, man, there's lynx track everywhere. So she's a good sign. And then every year when I walk in here, I cut down any new sticks and stuff that are in my way. So I put one snare right there, and one goes right there. So it's just a spot that they walk through. And if you see back through here, that trail keeps going way back in there. So it's a main trail, it's a good one here. His tracks are right there. And there's the snare. Should have set this stuff up the other day when I was here. But we'll get her done today. And then right in here might not have been a bad little spot for a small little cubby. But I think I'll pass on that today because I got one just down the road. I'll just set these two snares back up and we'll be golden. Well, that one's all ready to go. And so is that one. So these are all just random trail sets. Just areas that Lynx travel through all the time. So we'll go down the road and we'll do a couple more, and then we'll go check out the creek and check out our cubby. Here's a real good spot here, this trail. This is where I caught something last year that broke the snare and got away. Only to go down the road 100 yards, and here it was a cougar. He got caught in another snare. And he had this first original snare still on his neck. He had got all wrapped around there and busted the snare. But we'll fix this spot all back up. And it's a good one. Caught a few lynx here over the years. Yeah, my snares, they just stay here every year. I don't ever take them out of here. And next year when I come back, they're already here and ready to go. Had no snow all winter, so the ground's been exposed. It's not even frozen. Here's another spot in here. It'll be a new set. And all I gotta do is, like, I see a nice little hollow back there where they could get through. And yeah, it looks like a good spot to put a snare, so. We'll go brush it out. It'll go right here. So what I'm using here for my snare is 1/16 cable, 1x19, with a modified cam lock on it. And when I say modified, it has the teeth in it. So it bites in, don't let loose. And then I got my support collar, which is just a little piece of tubing. Important to get this as tight as you can right off the start. And if you're using thinner wire, you can just keep doing this wrap out and it'll stiffen it up to hold your snare out. And then sometimes if your snare doesn't want to sit exact perfect, you can take a, I don't know, a little small piece of stick and you can stuff it in that tubing. Now you can adjust your snare because it holds it, it jams it, you're jamming it into that tubing. Okay. We're about 10, 11 inches off the ground there. And we'll just use a bunch of blocking. Kind of off to a good start on this one because the ground's not even frozen there. A lot of these other ones I got to use a nail and pound a nail in the ground so I can put a stick in. Little chin lift stick. Nice one there. She'll produce. Yeah, so I just kind of go up and down the road here, and I know it's a really good Lynx area to begin with. And it's just short spots, like maybe from the creek down the road, like 150 to 200 meters. You know, by the time you're getting about 200 meters away from the creek, that area is kind of petering out and it's big into the bigger timber and stuff. So I just kind of 200 meters here on this side of the creek, and then the other side's maybe 100 meters, and then that's it. So, but they've produced so many Lynx over the years, and it's easy, you just drive by with the truck. And a lot of these roads out here are pretty much deserted. Like, you might have one well operator come down, I don't know, maybe once or twice a week, and that's it. So I don't usually have any problem with any theft or anything so far. But, well, on to the next spot. Here's this spot right here. Goes right down to the ice of the creek. There's my support wire and my snares right there. Here's the beaver house. This is where some of my snares were. Actually, here's one right here. There's a peeled stick. There's a snare all tangled up there. I'm sure if we looked around, we might find one or two more. I found two in here. So they had the culvert all plugged, and then they pulled the cage out of the culvert and drained it. But there was a run right on this side of the tree. Might be easy to get at, or it might not, but you can see right there in the ice, there's the sticks for their feed pile. So a person might be able to go right there somewhere, you know, chip the ice out and put a 330 in there as they're heading over to the feed. There's probably not a whole bunch of beaver left in here, but I only caught that one big one, and I caught the one big one, 3 little tiny ones, and then 3 medium-sized ones. So there's still one big one in here, I'm pretty sure of it. But it might be an easy spot just to set a trap right there. Unfortunately today I forgot my ice pick at home. But usually every year the otters are in here pretty good. I don't see no otter track or any sign yet. Actually covered a lot of ground on the trap line there last week. Was way up to the north, all along the river. I never seen a single otter track anywhere. But the lynx sure like crossing and walking on the ice down here. I see lynx tracks across over there and heading up that way. But yeah. Well, let's get this lynx snare finished and we'll go look at the lynx cubby. So we're just coming back here towards the creek. I do have a bunch of snares right in here. You can see back there, there's a pipeline right away. And then you got this little sliver of trees here. And then the creek's right here. When I first came down here today, I thought there was some wolves down here because I've seen the tracks, but it's all lynx track. Down and onto the ice they went. So we're gonna head down this way. I'd say there's 2 or 3 of them. They're stepping in each other's tracks. And then here's our one cubby right here. And we have, I don't know what them are. look like a fisher track. But that's Lynx track right there. Goes up into there. There's some old Lynx track right here. Goes right up in that little trail. But here's the cubby I have right here. CD's still a flashing. The CD's been there for 3 years. Well, I'll get this refixed, and this is one of them cubbies that I make. There, it's all remade back up. It's pretty crude. It's just a little bit of a tangle they can't get through. Except for in that opening, there'll be a snare. One will be here and one right where I'm standing. I don't know what happened to this snare. She's all twisted and tangled there, so I hope I have another snare, because usually at all my spots I hang extra snares here somewhere. Oh. There they are. There's only one, but that's all that matters. There's an extra here. That one looks good still, so I don't got much bait with me. I got a bunch of grouse wings and feathers and some grouse carcasses, and that's what I'll use for bait in here. I don't have no extra bait with me in the truck, so maybe next time I come through I'll hang a chunk of deer rib cage or something in here. But I'll set these snares up and bait her up, and I'll show you what she looks like. There, she's all done. Your main snare, one at the back, and then one right here on the side. I hung some grouse wings there, put some lure on it. Spread a little bit of grouse carcass down on the bottom. So we'll go back over here, I'll show you this other trail. So like I say, this is just a thin row of trees here. Just right there past this spruce, that's that old pipeline right away. But everything uses this back here all the way through. Then we have Lynx track right here. And then right ahead, right there is another set. Another snare right in there. One last look at her. Hopefully next time I show you guys this spot, it's got a Lynx sitting in it. So I'm going to carry on, hammer out a bunch more sets, and I'll update a little map and show you guys of all my set locations. And yeah, stay tuned for a check on this. This is that trail here, and the Lynx cubby's just right back in here. And I can see that there was 2 cats that came through. It's an existing trail that they use all the time. Just got to clean it up a bit every year. So here's the trail here. There's the 2 sets of tracks. But unfortunately, my snare is gone. It would have been on that stick there, on that part of the tree. So the beavers ate this one too and took my snare. Oh well, I'll grab another snare and we'll reset it. I might even put it right back there just a bit. Yeah, I like it right here. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will leave a little picture up at the end here and show you all the sets that I got set out, and we'll see you guys down the road on hopefully on some checks with some fur in it. Till then, thanks for watching.